I see you found your headphones.
I did. Oh, I do need to talk to you about something else, though. Remind me of that.
Oh, off air?
Pretty much.
Oh, okay. All right, that sounds like trouble.
It's that warrant that's coming down.
I didn't do it. Did you inform Kennedy at the front desk it was my weekly probation check again?
She didn't recognize me at first.
Out of uniform.
May not be wearing the same thing I was the first time I met her.
Yes.
But eventually I spoke and she did.
Okay. All right. Just want to make sure she's aware that my weekly checkup is taking place and that I'm still doing all good.
She was a little concerned she was working with a problem child.
Well, she is.
What are you doing here, officer?
But you're only a problem child when you get caught, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm doing okay. Haven't got caught recently.
I'm doing my weekly check on Victor, ma'am.
Yep. Got to keep an eye on that guy. He's a little bit out of control sometimes.
Sounds like you're going to get out of control this weekend.
I hope not, but maybe a little. Because we are, me and Jade and Josh, we're taking a dude's trip.
Seems like a good combination.
Yeah, taking a dude's trip to Salt Lake City. We're going to check out a couple of shows with the guys from last podcast on the left.
Hey, is this your first dude's trip ever?
With Josh. See, Josh is the one who needs to be concerned. Me and Jade, we know what we're getting into if we're going to hang out together, in Salt Lake. Josh don't know what it's like to hang out with me and Jade in Salt Lake.
Who's holding on to the bond money?
Hopefully,
for safekeeping.
Hopefully Josh, because I would think he's the one who's not going to get potentially in any kind of trouble. So he's the responsible adult coming along to babysit me and Jade.
Supervisor.
Yeah, got to have one of those. Every good crew needs one semi-responsible guy.
Is he still going to like you two when you arrive back in Idaho Falls?
We'll find out. But I took Monday off so he can have a breather day to get all the frustrations out of his system. And then hopefully we're cool when we come back on Tuesday. Yeah. No better place to get wild than
Utah.
Salt Lake City. Only place that you can get crazier is Rexburg. So, yeah. All right, people. 208-535-1015 is the number to call for Traffic School, powered by The Advocates. Read a story earlier today. I don't want to bring up the R word, but roundabouts. Some guy in Wisconsin decided to
They have them there.
Yeah, they have them, and people apparently don't know how to use them there either. He decided to hit the gas and just go right over the top of it. Dukes of Hazzard
style.
Yeah, kind of move I'd see you make on a dirt bike or something like that. You did show me a video of yourself jumping a fence in St. Anthony.
They frown on that now.
When the police are getting new laws implemented because of their behavior, you're in a small town.
Who's going to get that guy under control?
Yeah, now if you did bomb over a roundabout and successfully make it to the other side and exit, is that reckless driving?
So this brings up a case I handled years ago. Pretty prominent individual in the community. His son had his...
Say his name. Throw him under the bus.
I heard you doing that earlier on the way in. I can't remember who you were throwing under the bus.
Oh, the Blackfoot sheriff.
Oh, yeah, that's who it was. Yeah,
I can't remember his name, but...
I tell you, but I don't want to be part of your shenanigans.
Every time a ding-dong ditch story comes up, I remind everybody, remember that Blackfoot sheriff? You don't like ding-dong ditch?
Weak moments. And, but yeah, this kid was had his Pathfinder clear full of young people, teenagers, having fun, right? Mm-hmm. Launching off some railroad tracks that you could get some air off of, right?
Okay, where's this location?
Yeah, every kid in town would be back.
Exactly, I gotta give it a try.
So anyway, caught him one week doing it and said, hey, probably not the best idea, right? Let him go on a warning. Come back a couple weeks later, he's launching that thing again, right? And so we'd had a few people actually even crash there, but that time I wrote him a citation, and boy, his dad was livid and said, due to the fact that he was a very capable snow machine rider, it made him capable of driving this vehicle.
He tried to argue with the police.
I said, I'm not the one that makes that decision. That would be the judge, and we'll go talk to him about it together. And so we did, and I ended up winning. But so I guess it doesn't cross-reference.
Okay. Well, yeah, kids, they're always watching. Always watching. And in this day and age, there's cameras everywhere. So, you're not going to get away with anything anymore. Can't have fun as a kid. No.
Nope, the ticket all the way.
That's right. Yeah. Yep. Well, listeners.
That's the show. Thanks.
This is a listener-driven program, so you could call us with your traffic school questions at 208-535-1015.
You can't tell me there's not a car show in Pocatello this weekend.
Yeah, no kidding. Where's Crazy Carl? I mean, he's got to at least get his plugs in.
Yeah, start us up or something.
Yeah, because I figured holidays are over. Yeah, everybody's back to being bored. We'd have plenty of calls rolling in.
Maybe a couple complaints on fireworks still being shot off.
Yeah, I have seen some of those in the Life in Idaho Falls Facebook group. You can't set them off anymore, right?
Well,
I mean, okay, you
can never.
Shouldn't.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Weren't supposed to ever.
Depending on the type of firework.
Yeah,
right.
Safe and sane.
Safe and sane is a nice way of saying boring, but that's fine. K-Bear, you're live on Traffic School, powered by The Advocates. Who's this?
Yeah, this is Scott.
Okay, Scott, before we answer your question, I want to let the other people who are calling know we can take one call at a time. All the lines are lit up, so please call us back after Scott's call.
So we're going to beg you to call, then we're going to badmouth you.
That's right. That's how I roll. So, Scott, what do you want to know about whatever?
All right. So if you're headed east on Broadway and you hit that South Utah intersection, the far right lane has a turn arrow painted on the road, but there's no signage or anything. There is a lane that continues on the other side of South Utah. Can you go straight through that intersection, or does that arrow on the road mean you have to turn right?
Let's see if I can bring up that intersection.
I know exactly where he's talking about. And there is 3 lanes on the other side of that. Yeah, you can continue through because it doesn't show anywhere else that it's a turn-only right lane, but that is a poorly marked intersection.
Okay, I've always seen people go through, and it's like, man, that'd be convenient, but, I don't want to be that guy,
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I know exactly where you're talking about, and it really should have straight and curved arrow right there. That's something there's 2 things. I actually called ITD on one of them last week and found out he was on vacation in Southern California. So I said I'd let it sit till this coming week. So I'll bring that one up too.
Okay, awesome.
All right, man. Good question. Appreciate the call and hope you have a great weekend.
Hey, you guys as well. Thank you.
Thanks. Peace. K-Bear, you're live on Traffic School, powered by The Advocates. Who's this?
Hey, it's Natalie.
Natalie, what's up? What do you want to know?
I want to know, I just have questions about right-of-way on dirt roads, just with other vehicles, tractors, horses, and ATVs. Who has the right-of-way on a single lane dirt road? And just I guess I don't know, beyond etiquette, what's
squirrels?
What is it?
Squirrels have the first right of way.
Sounds normal.
See, I didn't think about that for a while. So yeah, we're talking about a dirt lane, single lane dirt road up in the mountains.
Yep.
Okay, everybody's required to drive with caution. And when you approach somebody coming the other direction, the first vehicle that has the ability to pull out is to pull out and allow the pass to occur, especially if you're pulling a camper or trailers, horse trailers, anything like that. When we talk about horses or ATVs, and I'm sure you're going to say they're driving like crazy and I about got sideswiped by one, they would be held responsible for driving in that manner.
Okay. And then what about tractors?
Up in the mountains or just down on the farm ground?
Out on the farm ground.
Yeah. So if they come out on the roadway, they're still required to maintain every rule of the road, just like a car. If they are traveling as implement, they have to have a slow moving sign clearly marked on the back of the implement. And they would have to. Now, a lot of them are wider and stuff, so we got to use caution. So it would depend on what's happening. But yeah, they have the right to be out on the roadway in Idaho And then as other drivers, we need to use caution when passing and doing things. Now, they have to follow the same rules. If they back traffic up, they're supposed to pull off and let traffic through. But as we know, if they pulled off every time they had 3 vehicles behind them, we never get them down the road. So every time they can get to a pull out and let traffic clear, they need to do that. And but yeah, they can be out there on the roadway.
Yeah, I guess I just kind of, like if it's a single lane dirt road and, some of these tractors are real big and I'm coming down, the dirt road and, in my truck, they have higher clearance than I do. So like, I can't really pull over and they're like motioning for me to pull over. And I'm like, I can't, there's nowhere for me to get over. You guys have like a, 6-foot clearance.
Yeah. And if that's the thing. If they can pull over, they need to be pulling over. Or somebody needs to, more than likely, if they're a tractor pulling an implement, you may have to back up till you can find a clearing to do that. But what I think we might want to do is get you in touch with a realtor that can show you a couple places down here outside the mountains that actually has running water power and things of that nature.
Well, most of the time I'm actually running into these situations at work. So I mean, where I live isn't really like a factor, but I do appreciate the concern.
I just start waving my fist out the window.
Yeah.
Move!
Yeah.
Move!
He'd be like, you get. But
He's an air horn.
courtesy goes a long ways.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate you.
Hey, thanks for the call, Natalie. Hope you have an awesome weekend.
You as well. Stay out of trouble, Victor.
I always do.
I would like a job like Natalie's where I got to go to the mountains every day.
That doesn't sound too bad.
No.
Just cruising around in the mountains.
Fresh country air.
Yeah, sounds pretty good.
Pine trees and squirrels.
It's a lot better than putting up with Jade farts.
Well, I don't know. I about stepped on a rattlesnake about 10 minutes ago. So, I mean, I might put up with the farts over the rattlesnake. So.
Yeah, last time I went out with Jade on a dirt road, we saw a rattlesnake trying to walk into a transmitter building.
I don't even want to know what you and Jade were doing out in the country.
Don't worry
on
about
dirt
it.
road.
Don't worry about it.
Listening to that song, something about a dirt road.
Don't give away my secrets. Well, thanks, Natalie. You have a great weekend.
You as well. Bye.
Bye. K-Bear, you're live on Traffic School, powered by The Advocates. Who's this?
This is John in Rexburg.
John in Rexburg. What's happening, man?
Did you hear him popping off about Rexburg earlier?
I just said it was a good place to party. Yeah, it's wild.
Crazy. Wild out there.
Where is a wilder town than Rexburg? You know? Yeah, nobody has an answer.
Nobody. I tell you, nobody.
We're going to go get crunk at Applebee's. Yeah.
Gonna do the endless shrimp.
That is the only bar in Rexburg, right? Applebee's?
Yeah.
Are they just not allowed? Or is everybody just too afraid to open one up?
Oh, there's the Pineapple.
The Pineapple?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's over on the roundabout. Over on
Oh, yeah.
Second Place.
Yeah, I know where it's at. They got a license, huh?
The
I believe
Pineapple.
so.
Or they're, yeah.
We're going to get to Rexburg.
That's lunch. Gonna go drink our lunch.
That's right. We're going to the Pineapple. We're going to get crazy. All right. So what's up, dude?
Well, I got 2 questions. The first one, I saw on Instagram.
Oh, it has to
about
be
a week
true.
ago. Oh, yeah, it has to be. That's why I'm asking you. There was a girl on Instagram saying Idaho passed some new laws, and one of them is that you're allowed to speed in the left lane of traffic in the passing lane if you are passing a car as of July 1st. I don't know if that's true or not. It doesn't sound very true, but
She's giving you some accurate information, but we need to clarify. So if it's a one lane each direction and then it has a passing lane in it, so uphill passing lane or whatnot, we talked about this on 2 lane, one each direction in the past. We've always had 15 mile an hour above the speed limit law that says you can get around and pass and then get back in your lane of travel and then slow back down the speed limit. The key to that is the person you're passing has to be doing under the speed limit. So let's say the speed limit's 65, they got to be doing at least 64 or under. So what they did is just add to that law that if there's a passing zone, you are allowed to go in the passing zone, go 15 miles an hour above the speed limit, complete your pass, and then come back in, slow back down.
okay, so it's not like valid on like Highway 20 or
No,
I-15.
man, because if it was on I-15 or 20, you could run 95 the whole time. Just say, yeah, there's more cars I want to pass. Yeah, it'd be awesome, but no, it's just for passing lanes is what they added.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I don't want to be out here going 82 miles an hour and on Highway 20 on my way home from work and try to say, oh, I heard on Instagram, and they give me a ticket.
Yeah. Nope. So that's the way that is. And on the interstate or Highway 20, where there's 2 lanes each direction, it does not qualify.
Okay. Well, my other question is regarding bicycles, because I often bike to school. It's about a 10, 15-minute bike ride. And I asked a cop once at the gym, I asked him, like, what are some of the laws on bikes?
You said, why don't you ride a bike? And he said, because I get issued a car.
I usually go riding out in the country, but where there's no cars. But when I'm on my way to school, there's a small part where I got to drive on 2nd East, and I just don't know, is it allowed? Do bikes have to stop for stoplights and for stop signs, or can they just look both ways and then just go?
Yeah, you're supposed to operate as if you are a vehicle and follow all the rules of the road.
Okay. Because I see a lot of bikes all the time do that. I try to obey the laws on a bike because I don't want to get pulled over on a bicycle. How silly would that be?
Yeah, 9 out of 10 emergency rooms prefer you drive the other way.
All right. Yeah, I know to go with the flow of traffic, and my bike's pretty quick. I can get it up to about 35. But
oh, I didn't have the good for you button ready. I can ride my bike fast.
Impressed Victor because he actually lifted his eyes.
I'm pretty winded after about a minute.
So, but yeah, follow all the rules of the road.
All right, good to know. Thanks for clarifying.
Hey, I'm glad to see you're in school getting smart. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, you don't want to end up like us two.
Oh, yeah. I mean, a radio DJ would be fun. I don't know about a cop.
Yeah, it's fun, but it doesn't mean you're smart.
I got somebody standing in the room to prove it.
They're on social media all the time, learning all the street smarts. All the Florida man learning what not to do.
Yeah, I was going to say learning the street smarts in Rexburg. Boy,
getting an education.
Came from the rough streets, Rexburg.
So when you talk about Salt Lake, I got a friend that his wife was from Salt Lake, and one day we were down there for some special event, and he's like, hey, my wife would like to drive by her old home. We're like, okay, we have some time. And he goes, now remember, she's told us she lived in the rough area. Right? So we drive through beautiful manicured lawns and beautiful homes. So
yeah, I mean, Jade used to say, I live in the rough area of town. I'm like,
well, it's probably just one guy up on a smoke, like on his front porch, just smoking a cigarette, called the rough part.
Yeah, there was someone outside holding a beer. Can't believe it. Well, appreciate the call today, dude, and hope you have a great weekend.
It tipped over, but he didn't spill his beer.
All right, dude. Well, peace out and enjoy.
Okay, peace.
Peace. All right, before we start, caller, I looked up that Pineapple bar. You know, if they're serving booze, they're not advertising it, because on their website, I went to the drinks section, and they clearly say non-alcoholic on everything. They've got soda.
Can pineapple ferment?
Okay, maybe they have beverages with caffeine. So maybe they were confused, and like that's where we go to party, man.
So lunch is canceled?
Yeah. Not going to the Pineapple today.
The owner's going to be calling you.
So who's this?
I'm glad to see that was the most important thing you had going today.
Yeah, I was working on other things. Like I Googled Rexburg bars just to see what would come up. Pick me up drinks. Fizz Riz, chocolate plunge. I'm like, I guess that is for Rexburg, a bar.
If you really want to get her going, stop by one of our many cookies places.
Dude, you gotta have some cookies, man. Cookies and soda. We're getting crazy.
Caffeine and sugar. Go for it, baby. Get you some.
Oh, yeah. Rexburg party. All right. So what's up, man?
Oh, not much. This is Frank. Again, no. I call you guys every once in a while.
Well, good to hear from you.
We appreciate it.
friend of mine told me that
I like these
they
stories.
passed a law,
A friend of mine,
right?
their cousin.
that they passed a law about you got to pull doubles. You can only be so long with a pickup, and you actually have to have a CDL to do it if you're over a certain length. He said it was a new law or something, and I'm like, I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah, neither have I. Now, there's always been a length law, and I think we looked it up. It's like 76.
70 something.
Yeah, 76 feet or something like that. And, yeah, you have to be under that. To be commercial, you'd have to be in commerce and be making money. So if you're making money pulling your camper and your boat down the road, you've got things figured out in life.
Right.
They pay me to camp.
Pay me to be the man.
Right. Well, because I drive truck and I pull doubles, and I have a fifth, right? I have a fifth wheel and a boat, and I'm like 69 feet.
You're good.
I think you're okay.
Yeah, you're good.
And my other question is, when are you guys going to put the sign up where you're coming off of 15 on the 20 that says, you can't turn on a red arrow?
Well, I think it's in the code book very clearly that when you take your driver's ed test.
But it's not posted, and I cannot tell you how many people honk at me, whether I'm in my truck or I'm in my personal vehicle.
Man, I feel like he's offended.
Well, what you should do is you should make a sign
Put on the
that
back of your
says
semi.
no right turn on red arrow, and you just hold it out your window every time they're honking behind you.
I think you put it on your train, put it on the back of your grain train, and
Yeah, there you go.
have a sign. I am not turning red on a red arrow.
Yeah, that's a very divisive question, which is why we made that video for Life in Idaho Falls, because we got a lot of know-it-alls out there.
And the other problem is with this gentleman in his grain train, if you're trying to make that right-hand turn on a red, you're not getting up to speed right away.
No. And I pull oil tankers, so I got the sloshy stuff.
Yeah. Don't I have that kind of sound here? An explosion? Yeah, you don't want to monkey around. Where is my explosion sound? Oh, here it is. Got too many buttons.
So is there supposed to be, because I try to leave a gap between me and the vehicle in front of me. And
that's why he's pulling a train at 60, 80 miles an hour. That's a wise idea.
I get these people that they're in such a hurry that they got to cram themselves in that space that I'm leaving for the safety of the people in front of me. Is there something that, I actually have a front facing camera in my truck because I got to protect myself. So, the person pulled in front of me and then brake checked me, which is not a good idea. I think
I was like, was that me? I had a close call with an 18-wheeler the other day. I was making a right, and he was coming left, and they turn wide.
They do that.
Yeah, I was a little nervous, but I didn't get hit, thankfully.
No, the common sense would be they're supposed to not pull in front of you. You're supposed to leave plenty of room to do so. But unfortunately, we have a lot of motorists that drive up and down the road that have not been around, drove, or know the challenges you guys face in driving big rigs and big trailers. And that's why our average driver in semis is like close to 68 years old.
Well, I haven't quite made it that far. I'm 56.
Yeah, seriously, we don't have any young people that are driving semis.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, there are, obviously, right? Because you get your average, but most of your truck drivers are older.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Well, we just, I like leaving that gap because I've got liquid. The tanks aren't completely full. Yeah, and even though they have
that's how you make money. Yep.
You go to stomp on the brakes, and it takes a minute.
Not only will a heavy load push you, but a liquid load will push you even harder.
Yeah. That's why I was nervous in that little situation I had him. Like, do I hit the gas? Do I stop? Like, because I could tell he was, thankfully it was just going through an intersection and he was turning, so he wasn't at high speed, but I felt bad.
Did you give him the courtesy wave, the I'm sorry wave?
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, I have a digital one.
A digital one, huh? That just
Yeah, you push the button and it brings up the middle finger right in the middle of my window.
That's awesome. Well, appreciate. Oh, you got another question?
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good now. So.
All right, dude. Well, enjoy your weekend. Drive safe. Everybody, give these larger vehicles extra room. If you see somebody pulling a camper, you see an 18-wheeler, they can't just stop on a dime. So I think they've got
much appreciated.
They've got better brakes than me, and they still can't stop on a dime. So
no.
All right, dude. Well, good to hear from you. Have an awesome weekend.
Keep it rocks.
Hey, thank you. Thank you. We try.
I listen to you every day, all day, in my shop, in my truck.
Even when you're sleeping?
Yep.
Cool. Good. You should. Because that's when I play the subliminal messages in the overnight hours. Now get. Now get. All right. Good to hear from you, dude.
All right.
Peace.
Later.
K-Bear, you're live on Traffic School, powered by the Advocates. Who's this?
Sunday.
Oh, we knew it.
You're too late.
We knew it.
Too late. Canceled. Hit the button. Hit the hang up button.
Get the red button ring.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Oh, man. Everybody got 11 fingers and 10 toes after fourth?
Yeah, I didn't lose any fingers, but I didn't light a single firework, so I'm good.
Nope. Nice. Right on. Oh, sweet. Hey, Sergeant Crain, where and when can I do burnouts? In the streets.
Well, first you need to go buy something that will churn the tires. You got a friend that's going to loan you a car?
No, huh? Yeah, that 72 Pinto ain't cutting it.
Oh my gosh. I told you about when I went to that burnout competition in Vegas.
Can't hardly smell or
it was so horrible.
breathe.
I was like, why would anybody attend this? This is awful.
Got lung cancer.
Exactly. We bailed out of there quick. I'm covered with little tiny
Black
pieces of tire.
specks, and you couldn't get the smell off you for weeks.
Had just left the hotel, had to go back and shower and change my clothes 5 minutes after getting out on the streets. It's like, what are we thinking?
You think a campfire smells bad, yeah.
Oh, dude. And these guys, it was fun to watch because they'd have multiple vehicles and they're going in a circle.
circles.
And, you can't see anything. And you're like, how are they not smashing into each other? But the cloud, it was so bad. It was like you all of a sudden entered into, some kind of a war zone. It was terrible.
Yeah, so you could do that on private property.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, sir.
Well, then why are you calling and asking me?
No. Well, another place you can do
This is a test for me, I guess.
Weekend.
Oh, that's true. It's a car show this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Wednesday or Saturday.
Saturday. Oh, man, it's going to be fun. Yeah.
Where's it at?
Rigby.
Rigby, Main Street. They're closing off the roads. They're letting people do burnouts, and should be a good show, man. You guys ought to come up.
You guys get to race a whole 16th of a mile.
Yeah, I was like, is this the wildest day of the year in Rigby?
Rigby, Idaho.
Yeah.
Once a year, Rigby gets crazy.
I'll tell you what, one thing you don't want to do is get out of control there. Old Chief Foamer, he'll put a knot on your head. He's a big enough boy to do it. I think he kind of gets some enjoyment out of knocking heads together.
Yeah. Don't mess around in Rigby.
And that's how it'd be, right? You'd be all tense situation. He'd just come in there as calm and collect as possible and wring some necks.
Nothing like old school sheriff. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, good to hear from you, Carl.
Boys,
and,
you're not acting appropriate here in my town.
Yeah. All right on, man. Hey, if you guys get a chance, swing up there and check it out, man.
all right, dude.
The key is to stay upwind from the smoke, though. You stand on the other side.
Oh, that's like when you're peeing too, right?
Yeah, don't piss me in.
There's Carl. He's done this a time or two. It only took me 7 times of peeing on myself before I realized.
Oh,
All right. Man.
Turn this
Hey,
thing the other direction.
Yeah. All right on. Well, hey, you guys have a good weekend, man. Stay safe out there.
hey, you too, Carl. Good to hear from you, man.
See you, man. Bye.
Peace. K-Bear, you're live on Traffic School, powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Who's this?
This is Dawson.
Dawson,
I
what's
was
up?
Listening. I heard you guys talking about that car show in Rigby.
How many plugs?
Well, why are you yelling at us then? Jeez. Listen, I heard about it, all right?
That's the biggest news in eastern Idaho this week. That's all we got going on down here. So that's the only thing to talk about.
That's good. I don't know if you paid attention to East Idaho news in the last few years. Generally, if there's big news, it's pretty grisly. Yeah. You know? We don't
Well,
need
that's what
any
I'm
big
saying
news.
this week.
Last week I listened to the national news and we're the headline on the 3 top stories.
Yeah. It hasn't been a good month for Idaho news.
It's not looked good for us, but you know what? It is what it is. You can look for the bright side of things, right?
Do you got a nicer car than Carl?
What has he got?
He's got a 72 Pinto.
I've got a 68 Mustang.
Ooh.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Is it completely restored?
It's all original.
Ooh.
72,000 miles.
Oh,
wow.
Man.
Oh, good for you.
But his might be way cooler because his probably has a V8.
Yeah, and yours is off Daddy's money?
No.
How would it be?
You got a little V6 in that?
Inline 6. It's what they call a secretary car.
Yeah, and I didn't want to bring it up, but you are driving it.
Yeah. Hey, mine's nice and green. You can't miss it.
What color?
Green.
It's
called Ivy Gold. So it's like this really ugly baby puke color green.
But it's original.
That's what I want to paint
But
my
it's original.
truck.
That's
baby
I don't
puke
know.
green.
It's something you put a poster on your wall about.
Yeah. Thanks for the idea. I was at Stan's paint clinic yesterday, and they were talking about automotive paint. I didn't ask them about
That's
baby
an
puke
interesting
green.
place to be hanging out.
Green.
Yeah, I was doing a live broadcast.
There I was at Stan's, me and Stan.
50-year anniversary celebration, and we had a great time.
I
great
buy
time.
a lot of products from them. They're good people.
Yeah, great staff over there. It was really nice.
I have a couple buddies that buy a lot of paint from them too, and they get a lot of good stuff.
You might think about buying a quart.
I'll buy a quart of baby puke green and send it to your guys' office. How about that?
Perfect. I would totally paint my truck the most hideous color ever.
Yeah, you can paint the walls of the studio in it.
Hey, even better. Yeah, I mean, we got these boring brown walls. They're carpet. It's not that great.
Yeah, you know what? You paint it baby puke green, put some shag carpet down, a disco ball up top, and you'll have a party.
All right. All we're missing is the paint and the shag carpet. We got the disco ball. So
see, perfect.
All right. Well, dude, you enjoy the car show this weekend, and appreciate the call today.
Give Carl a hug.
I will. Y'all have a great day.
You too, man. Peace.
Bye.
Those two will be able to bond. A little 72 Pinto and a puke green.
Yeah, they sound like buddies. Sound like buddies. I've been meaning to ask you because we had new laws go into effect at the beginning of January or of July. Have you guys been arresting people or pulling them over for truck nuts?
Our stats are blowing up. No. I actually seen some 2 days ago. Man, it hit me that I was in my personal vehicle. I'm like, oh, Victor would lose his mind if he seen this. But it was like a little tiny version. It wasn't like the big cow ones, right? It was like a little mice ones that were
They're trying to hide them.
Yeah, so you had to look. So I wondered if that was because of this. He was so scared they'd shriveled up.
Could be. Because I had an idea for a new law.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Yes,
This is going to be important, people. Listen up.
It's going to be real important. I was talking with Josh because he went and hiked the Palisades Creek Trail.
Yes.
Can we ban horses from all trails?
So I do have a funny story about that. As you know, I grew up riding horses, right? Yes. We're up that exact same trail, and some pedal bike riders. And we'd been riding about 6 hours in, and these pedal bike riders, they'd got lost, and they were worn out, tired. They were going downhill, headed to the parking lot, going the right direction, but they stopped, and they're like, "Hey, do you guys know how much further it is to the parking lot?" My uncle, without hesitation, says, "Well, I can tell you this, if you don't quit yakking and get pedaling, you're not going to make it there tonight."
Now, my only issue is that, like, you know, say you take your dog out for a walk, you know, if it takes a dump, you're supposed to pick it up and bag it. Why don't these horse riders have to pick up all that horse crap that's all over the trails?
So you realize you're out in the forest, right?
Yes.
You're not in the city park.
That's right.
Yeah, so there's that. And they do, in some states, require them to have bags.
Yeah, because you could probably put like a diaper type thing
It's a
on
bag
a horse.
that catches most of it.
Yeah, I think you should have to do that, because who likes stepping in horse crap while you're trying to enjoy the great outdoors? Yeah?
When is this ever going to affect you?
I've gone. That's my favorite trail to go for a little walk.
I've done it once.
I made it to the lower lake one time, and then I walked back, and I'm like, geez, that was a lot of walking.
I had to step over 3 pieces of dung.
Yeah, there's horse crap everywhere. I mean, I think that whole trail, it looks like dirt. No, it's just smashed down horse dookie. That's what it is.
That's so you can ski back down it. You can walk up it, ski back down it.
I mean, I'm sure it's awesome to ride a horse up that trail. I bet it's great.
A lot better than walking.
Yeah, absolutely. Let the horse do the work.
And I seen you in a picture on a horse with nothing but a cowboy hat on.
Now, that's not true. I was wearing a tie-dyed T-shirt and shorts.
Well, are you sure?
I have wore nothing but a cowboy hat, but not on a horse.
It was so devastating to me. My counselor says I probably should be getting over it soon.
All right, we'll do one more call. K-Bear, you're live on Traffic School, powered by The Advocates. Who's this?
This is Ayla.
Ayla, what's up?
Well, I was listening about the horses. Technically, it's just fertilizer in the forest.
I don't want to hear it. It still stinks when it's all over your shoes.
Ayla, you're a cowgirl, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You go after him. You go get him.
I think that, using poop as fertilizer, I think that's some kind of a scam. I don't think it really does anything good. I think it's just a way for, like dairy farms,
to get rid of their byproduct.
Poop. They're like, we'll sell it to people. And then you got people out, they're just, digging into it, spreading it around in their gardens. It's like, dude, your yard smells like crap. You're like, well, I'm growing some plants. You're going to eat them? You grew them in dookie.
Maybe. I have a friend that I've known for like 21 years, and she moved a lot, like 10, almost like 6 years ago or 10 years ago, to Kansas, and she has 2 horses.
And her name's Dorothy.
No, her name is Katie. But I do tease her when she tells me it's tornado season. I'd make sure you stay in the house and don't, say we're not in Kansas anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Tornado Alley. You got to be a certain type of maniac to live out there.
I want to cover something here.
And then there's all this horse crap just flying around in the sky.
When we told that,
she uses their because I asked her once because I was like curious. I'm like, do you just leave it? And she's like, yeah, it just helps the grass grow.
there you go.
I don't know. Every time a dog craps on my yard, I tell you,
Burns a hole in it.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm going to tell you this. Earlier, Victor and I were talking to a young man that was going to college, and Victor said, hey, do that so you don't have to be like a dummy like me and Victor. Well, now he's saying that he's smarter than the people that went to college and knows more about growing crops and fertilizer than those that are educated.
Well, there are pros and cons
to being smart,
according to the internet. I'm guessing the cons are it stinks.
I lived in when I was younger. I lived in Arizona, and which I hated. It was really hot. I loved monsoon.
Oh, it's hot there?
Though. Yeah, it's really hot. You didn't know?
Oh.
Yeah, I almost had to send you down to my daughter's house in Phoenix because her one level of her house, the AC went out.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she got it fixed, but yeah, it's
For
been
a
a little
price.
toasty.
For a price, she did.
Yeah. My dad would he would buy like 3 huge bags of cow manure as fertilizer to make the grass grow.
What kind of grass are we talking?
Man, this stuff smells extra skunky.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, my dad was a farmer.
Yeah. I don't know. He tried. Like he was a better. I will say he was a better gardener. And
then like a laborer.
He could build things. Like he built a brick wall around the house, and but he was a horrible cook.
Okay. Well, it's because he grew all the plants and poop. They're not going to taste good.
No.
Hey, we've talked about your friends, your mom, your dad, and your cousin.
Yeah.
How about your aunt?
Yeah. Anybody else you want to tell us about your family, Ayla?
Yeah.
We're down for your full family history.
Sure. My aunt has silky chickens and 2 free roaming chickens. They just roam around the yard. I visited her once when my son was 3. And I was like, your chickens got out. She's
now
like,
we brought the son
they
into
just
it.
Walk away.
Well, Ayla,
you're welcome.
We appreciate the informative call today.
I feel like I can go to the family reunion now.
I know, we learned a lot. We learned a lot about Ayla's family. So
don't eat her dad's cooking at the smorgasbord.
Nope, he's a lousy cook.
He's cook. Watch what he brings, but eat everybody else's
He'll
stuff.
build a wall for you.
And he's got the devil's lettuce.
Well, thanks, Ayla. I hope
Why
you have
is everybody hanging around Ayla's dad? He's passing out some candy, little kids.
All right.
All right. Well, is it in Rexburg? Because we're down to party.
No, it's in Idaho Falls.
Okay.
No?
I don't know. I need something a little more lively. I need Rexburg.
I mean, I can meet you in Rexburg.
Oh, okay. Crain, I guess we're on our way. We're going to go meet Ayla. Just don't bring bags of poop, okay? I know that's how this conversation started. If you want to buy bags of poop, that's fine.
If I'm going to be there, don't bring any of your dad's products either.
I won't. He lives in the Boise area, so
can we get his address, please?
Always back and forth between Ontario. I can't figure out what's going on.
Right.
All right, Ayla, well, you have a good one.
You too. Bye.
See ya. Yeah, I mean, whoever figured out they could sell bags of poop, that's a genius right there. How much money are people making off just bags of poop?
Something for you to ponder the rest of the day.
Any farmers out there needs? I'll get some bags. Victor's Dookie, and bring it to Cow Ranch. I'm like, I got the best stuff. All right. Well, thanks for all the calls, everybody. Traffic School powered by the Advocates every Friday morning at 8:45. And I think we'll do it again next week.
Let's
right?
do it.
All right, let's do it. We'll be back. Traffic School is a production of Riverbend Media Group. To get more info on the show or to contact us, hit up our website, riverbendmediagroup.com.